I'm Adam Watson.
I'm Julian Watson.
This is the Dark Snare Mafia Power Hour. Today we're taking a look at Punisher issue number 1. Issue number 1 from which iteration? I don't know. But it had a cool John Romita Jr. variant cover on it, so that's kind of why I chose it. I like the Punisher too.
Yeah.
Opens up rehashing what we already know about Frank Castle. That his family was gunned down in Central Park. It does show it slightly differently, though.
Huh.
I'm sure that it's played out like this before, but I don't know. It's kind of a cool way to do it.
Yeah.
And then we are greeted with a double-page splash that does not work for me in any regard. It's supposed to be like the greatest hits of the Punisher, right?
Yeah.
But to me, this just looks like it could have been an ad page. You have so many different conflicting art styles on this.
Yeah.
So many covers and things like that. I don't know. It just doesn't really work for me. Does it for you?
No.
And then we get the creative team. So this is written by Jason Aaron with Jesus Saez and Paul Azaceta. Colored by Dave Stewart, lettered by VC's Corey Petit. Cover artist was Jesus Saez if you have the normal cover, but I have the John Romita Jr. one. So then it shifts over to Greece, where these guys with like Roman hats are getting a bunch of weapons together, and I guess they're like arms dealers. I don't really know.
I think so.
Yeah. They do talk about some pretty cool weapons.
Yeah.
To me, like, this comic needs thicker ink lines.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe it's that it's not inked at all. Maybe this is just like pencil straight color. But it doesn't work on a lot of the places like this.
Yeah.
This needs thicker ink lines to really like sell that. It looks kind of weirdly like digitally painted in a way that I don't really like.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for these guys, the Punisher does not like what they're doing. And he managed to kill all of them without you seeing any killing actually happening. And then this guy doesn't want to give up who his boss is. And is telling him that he can do worse than just kill him. So he is going to go ahead and try and fight the Punisher. But unfortunately, Frank has some sort of new weapon that's just cutting this guy's arm right off. And it turns out the new weapon is Frank is a motherfucking ninja now. Good enough panel. I like that.
Yeah.
His outfit, though, when I first saw it, I was like, what the hell? Why is the Punisher all of a sudden like... Why does he have a skull like that? That's weird.
Yeah.
But it's a nice enough page.
Yeah.
It looks good. And then he decides to stab this guy through the shoulder after he's already slit his throat. I'm assuming that that's supposed to be a stab through the heart.
Yeah.
But it's not drawn correctly if it is.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of stands there calmly while a bunch of hand ninja jump all around him. That doesn't seem correct because the Punisher would kill all of the members of the hand.
Yeah.
Also, if you go into this never having really read much of the Marvel Universe prior to this, you may not know who the hand is.
Yeah.
It doesn't really explain it in this. I knew who they were, but do you?
I figured it out like halfway through.
Oh, okay.
Them being shown.
Yeah, if you don't know, they're most commonly enemies of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a whole thing where they bring people back to life. That's like one of the main thing in the hand. So it turns out that Frank has become their chosen slayer. And every day they're bringing him an offering of people who have escaped justice from around the world. So they're kind of like ninja Dexters, is basically what they're doing here.
Yeah.
And Frank decides he's going to behead all of them. And then we get a flashback that actually explains this shit. So this is when the story started making some sense to me.
Yeah.
So we got the Punisher coming in here now. This particular artist drawing the Punisher makes him look like he's younger than me.
Oh.
The Punisher is supposed to be a Vietnam vet. So he'd be an old motherfucker at this point, right?
Right.
But you look at that. This guy looks like he's in his late 30s.
Yeah.
Whatever the case, he is going to battle the hand ninjas. But not until we flash back to the present, when we see him going about his basic hand duties, chopping people's heads off, going to his armory. So, he still has a massive armory despite the fact that he's using swords now.
Yeah.
I like that they have a little, altar with his Punisher vest going on there.
Yeah.
And then we see somebody in the bed. So showing this part makes the end reveal a little bit lesser.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have put that in there if I were them.
No.
And then we go back in time to when Frank is battling all the hand. He's whooping all their asses, even if he's getting stabbed and shit. It's pretty good action scenes all in all. This one doesn't really work though.
No.
He grabs a knife, and I'm assuming he's stabbing this guy in the dick, right?
Yeah.
But it looks like he's putting his hand up the guy's butt or something. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, all in all, nice action sequences. Nothing wrong with any of them. Well, beyond besides it looked like he was putting his fist up that guy's butt. And then it turns out he had a failsafe in his apartment, because of course he did. He is prepared for everything. He's a fucking Punisher, right?
Yeah.
And that's when, I don't know what her name is. Did it say her name?
I don't think so.
Madam Hand. We'll just call her Madam Hand.
Yeah.
Tells him to choose, asks him if they have anything that belongs to him. He's going to, of course, kill her because, he's a Punisher. It's what he does.
Yeah.
And that's when we get the big reveal. They do have something that belongs to him. They brought back Maria, his wife. And then we get a nice little sweet scene of the Punisher laying in bed with her. Pretty cool Moon Knight ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so overall, what'd you think of this one?
It's alright.
Yeah. It was good enough to make me want to read the second issue.
Yeah.
I would probably only give it one more issue to really pull me in, though. Overall, I prefer Garth Ennis's Punisher. The gritty street level that doesn't necessarily have much to do with the rest of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
I think he kind of works best when you ignore the vast majority of the Marvel Universe in his stories.
Yeah.
But I would give the second issue a read. It was solid enough for that.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No.
All right, let's go make some comics. We didn't create the comics that were featured in today's episode, but we did create these. Check out Ghost Assassin in the Cards and the Chihuahua Who Flew Away mini comic, both of which were written by me. The Chihuahua Who Flew Away was illustrated
by me.